Yo guys, what's up? It's EricTube101 here, coming at you guys today with another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a conservative reading comments and answering questions. And I say conservative because most of the comments and questions have to do with my political views. Not necessarily all of them, but a lot of them do. And yeah, so we're going to be answering some really big questions that I got mainly on my TikTok. And yeah, so let's just get right on into it. Alrighty, so I think this first question might be my favorite. Real question. How did you grow to have your opinions that you're always posting like anti-black? So first of all, we have to make this clear. I'm definitely not anti-black. However, I am anti-crime and anti-ghetto, and I would go as far as to say the people that can't tell the difference might be the racist, not me. But why am I anti-black per se? Well, 13% of the population makes over half of all homicides, and they blame white people. Black on black crime is more than 4 times higher than white on black crime. Black teens are, I think, 6 times more likely to shoot each other than are to get shot by a white person or a white police officer. And just statistics like that, you know, the shoplifting rates, driving out businesses from your own community because you don't want to pay the full price for an item. I think that's a few great reasons to be anti-black, but in my opinion, that's just anti-ghetto, because I do love a lot of black people. I get inspiration from a lot of black people as well. You know, looking at Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Odell Beckham Jr., Ben Carson, Kanye West, and a few others I would say that I really look up to a lot. And they're all black, but it's just that I'm anti-ghetto, so it might seem like anti-black. So the second question to that was, how do I get my opinions? And that's actually a really good question, and it might not be what you think, because a lot of teens that, you know, have political opinions, all they do is just get them from their parents. However, that wasn't the case for me. My dad is a really far left socialist. My mom doesn't really care about politics all that much, and so I was really formed my own political opinions, I'd say around 2016, when, you know, the election started kicking off. And I just thought it was really interesting that, like, all these people were fighting to be the president of the United States. I really found a love for that, and I really love researching politics. So how I form my opinions is both by watching independent political media, such as The Daily Wire, Steven Crowder, Paul Joseph Watson, and a few others. If you watch mainstream media, just know that you're probably being lied to, because your brain just tells you that the other side must be lying. So you'll believe anything that your political stance puts out for you. So you'll believe anything that CNN says and anything Fox News says. If you watch independent journalists, it's really crazy how much different they will say things, and like how differently they will talk about things. And it's a lot more truthful and a lot more honest, to be honest with you. So I watch people like them, but then I also Google a lot of stuff for my own and try to form an opinion off of that. Well, not really an opinion. I just like to get the facts. And so, like, for example, I recently made a post about the Pledge of Allegiance, and how it was basically one of the most stupidest things in American culture, and is a pointless piece of American culture, because it was written by a socialist minister, and, you know, etc., etc. It violates the freedom of religion in the United States Constitution. That I basically just Googled myself upon already knowing what I have known, but I had to Google, you know, who it was written by. I personally didn't even know that it was written by a socialist minister at all. But yeah, I didn't know that it was written by a socialist minister at all. I just learned that when I was Googling it, and I was like, yo, that's really interesting, so I put that, you know, in my piece that I wrote about it. So there's a lot of research that goes on into it, and also just watching independent media Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder, Paul Joseph Watson, Blair White, etc., etc., etc. I could go on and on. I do watch Tucker from Fox News, but that's about it. And I feel like a lot of conservatives are the same way. They might watch like one speaker from Fox News, But that's different, watching like speakers and actually watching the news, because when you're watching a speaker, you're really just watching their opinion, and then you're kind of expected to actually know the facts, and yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah. So thanks for the question, Brain Cube. It was a fantastic question. Great way to start off this Q&A, reading comments. Alrighty, so the next comment is, I think it should go back to just LGBT. The rest is just mental disorders. Oh yeah, I would have to agree with that. There's now up to like 20 plus letters in LGBT, and hardly any of them actually mean anything. For example, the difference between bisexual and pansexual is really minute, and they're just looking for an example to be a victim. MAPS, they're trying to get an LGBT, basically pedophiles that are trying to get an LGBT, and they've been fighting this for a while, LGBT has, so I do give them credit for that. But a lot of LGBT is just mental disorders. Obviously, trans people suffer from gender dysphoria, but I'm personally fine with being trans. It doesn't really affect my life. I really hold a libertarian view, I would say, on LGBT for the most part. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with gay marriage, lesbian marriage, trans, bisexual people are alright. Most of the things in LGBT, of course, I don't even know what all the letters mean, because like I said, there's more than 20 of them, and only they know what it means. So it's kind of hard to keep up. Alrighty, boys, in total contrast to the last comment, Meme Queen McCree says, I'm sorry, but I'm pan, and I can tell that you're not straight. That's cool that you're pan, I guess. I personally just like titties, though. Alrighty, next comment. Okay. A comment that I already addressed in this video, kind of. Well, the point of it, at least. 12% of the population commits over 50% of the murders. Yeah, that's actually factual. And it's really sad, and a lot of people blame it on white conservatives somehow. And, here's the thing. Democrats sold you crack cocaine like 50 years ago, right? Okay. But they didn't force you to put the lines down on the table and start snorting it. If you go to a gun shop and buy a gun from a white man, the white man didn't tell you to shoot your own brothers for wearing the wrong color. You're in blue, they're in red, so you shoot a 13-year-old in the head. No white man told you to do that. You told yourself to go do that. And that's what my opinion on black homicide rates are. Alright, next comment. I've heard bullies from bullies bullying them, and you're a bully, so you are letting the hate get to ya. All white men are bullies, all conservatives are bullies. Dude, I don't even know what this comment means. Let me read it slowly. I've heard bullies from bullies bullying them, and you're a bully. Yeah, I just don't understand what this comment means, or what it's trying to get across to me. I understand that you're a bully. That's all I understood in that whole thing. I wouldn't say I'm a bully, really. I like to have fair conversations with people, and if people, hit me up politely, I'm more than welcome to an open conversation. But a lot of times I don't get an open conversation in response, to the political divide in America that we have today. Alrighty, so moving on. Alrighty, so Bethan McDonald commented, "What the beep is wrong with you?" I have autism. High functioning autism. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. Okay, the last comment of the day comes from My PP Drippin', and he says, if a specimen has a piece of Marvel attire, you can already tell it's going to be epic. I fully agree with that statement. When grown men own Marvel attire and think it looks cool, that's when you already know they're going to be epic, dude. Totally savages. Epic. But yeah, that's it for this Q&A and reading comment section. Let me guys know if you guys want another one in the future, and if so, please type questions and comments down below so I can put them in the next video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!